rapper, no name having looking ragged lame rapper, you nut hugger butt buddy fudge packer. Okay, enough of that, my real friends call me Asher. Laughter, what kind of name is that?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, bitches and hoes? This is 13 Minutes, I am Paul Goon, and guess what? This week's guests are Kill the Host all the way from Augusta, Georgia.
What's up?
Hey.
Hell yeah, glad to fucking be here.
Guys, first things first, start with your first, middle, last name, and position in the band. Just go in a line.
Let's go.
Alright. I'm Chris E. Kennedy. I play guitar.
Drew Terrell, vocals.
Zach Abrams, play guitar.
And I am Nick Leftwich, I am the drummer.
Alright, awesome. That's great to put faces to Facebook messages. That's cool. Alright, Nick and Zach, I've talked to you guys before. What's up? First question first. What is it like living in Augusta, Georgia?
It is definitely mixed emotions. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't go. It just depends.
Like,
the fucking
imagine
way
a
she
place
goes.
where like all your friends live, so it's like alright in that aspect, but it also just is the worst town ever.
That sounds
The only
just like
thing I go
Youngstown.
around here, Masters,
Yeah.
and every other time of the year is just like crackheads, homeless people,
Oh
And
my
police,
god.
there's a lot of police.
cops.
Lots of cops.
That is exactly what Youngstown is like. While we live in the same place, basically. It's just way fucking hotter where you are. What's the temperature there right now?
Shit. It's pretty nippy, it's like 50.
Probably in the 50s
Yeah, it's
today.
probably
Oh,
in the
that's
50s
nippy
today.
to you. That's
Great.
cool, because it's only 35 here, so...
It's 55 here.
Yeah.
Up until about 3 weeks ago, it was still like 80 something every fucking day.
We call it swamp ass weather. Because it could be like 40 degrees in the fucking morning, and then all of a sudden it's like 90 by noon, and then all of a sudden it's like fucking 15 by like 6 p.m. So it's weird.
We get all the seasons in pretty much 1 week.
Oh my god. Georgia really is just like Youngstown, the more you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I found your
Oh,
first
it's
EP.
the same though.
You guys know I found your first EP on YouTube?
Sweet.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
you
want...
did have 2 songs on it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I want to hear about... Because that's what's out right now. That's the collective piece of music that you guys have. That's what people can listen to. That's it, right?
Yeah.
For now. Okay. So, basically, tell me about how you wrote those songs. You know what I mean? Do you guys all write the lyrics? Where does it come from? Or do you just write for your respective instruments or your position in the band? Where do the songs come from? Where's the inspiration?
In the beginning, it was just Chris and I. So we, as a death metal band, decided we should come up with a generalistic theme of songs, like telling a story. We chose to keep our personal lives out of the music, because that's not what this music is about. We feel this music, you come to the show, you dance, you have a good time, you scream and yell until your voice goes out, and you take home something with you, an experience that you're going to remember forever. Okay, that's what the purpose of our shows are supposed to be out. And if you just happen to grab a piece of merch, that's cool too. But the idea for these songs came from our idea of revolving around like serial killers and like mythology and all that kind of stuff. So if you take the song Ever Evil the Ripper, for example, it's about Jack the Ripper. And the really cool thing about that is it's him introducing himself to his first victim. And the very last line of the song, the melody is da-da-da-da-da-da, and the words go along with it, and they say, "Hello, my name is Jack Stab," and that's the end of the song. So that's the idea where we come. It's like from the perspective of the narcissist, or, of that psychologically affected person. That's kind of what we're telling our story from.
So basically, this is way fucking deeper than it seems on the outside.
Yeah.
There's a lot. That's really thoughtful. No, I like that type of shit, and that's why I asked. That's, because who else is going to give an answer like that? I'm not going to get that from anybody else. That's why I ask. I want to know. I don't want someone to say, well, we just wrote some shit that rhymed or fucking sounded good. That's dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we wanted it to have meaning, some substance, because we found that, all right, Kill the Host started around 2009, and there was another band from Indiana we had to do some disputes with, and we had our EP done first.
They wanted to call themselves Kill the Host as well.
Correct, and they were from
Yeah,
Indiana.
we get messages a lot.
Fuck
trying to get
them.
shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
people.
them.
Yeah, fuck them. Well, I don't want to say fuck them.
All right,
because-
no, I do. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, we we figured that we started first, and we recorded our music first, and had hard copies of our masters first. So we figured, we kind of have claimed that territory first. So we sent them a couple messages here and there, trying to be friendly. Hey, we started in 2009. Here's evidence of our, foundation. Would you guys please mind changing your names? And never got anything back. And then just kind of noticed that their following dwindled. And it is what it is, man. You have to protect the idea that's yours. You have to defend it. It's like a kingdom. It's weird.
No, I understand. I don't blame you. Honestly, sometimes I want to punch people in the fucking face when they try to tell me what to do with my shit, so I get it.
Yeah, fuck usurers. Fuck those people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. That's so great. So you guys are all like stoners, huh?
I am not.
All right, there's only one.
I own my own business painting, man.
That's my boss, man.
Yeah, I employ this guy.
I only ask because So do we call this stoner metal then? Is that the stoner metal influence? Because I mean, there's not much of it sound wise, but do you still technically call it stoner metal then?
I guess you could, but I mean, I feel like people that are looking for like stoner metal
that's why I say it like that, because
I mean,
you
can take a band like the Black. I guess it could be stoner metal if it's written.
Maybe getting stoned gives us the creativity to be able to write in this capacity or something. We're not really sure. It definitely influences me on my drums to be able to think outside of the box of a normal, 4/4 time signature, 3/4, whatever we just happen to be playing. So if I want to put some sevenths in there, that really helps me think outside the box. So, and also I'm a medical cannabis patient, and if it was legal here in Georgia, which I'm hoping it will be soon, I have a pre-existing condition that will qualify me for my medical cannabis card. So, sorry, Internet. Not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry either. I get baked a lot. It's fun, ain't it? Makes you feel better, right?
Exactly. And it keeps us from having to take pharmaceutical medicine. So, I don't want to destroy my liver. Fuck that.
So, as far as vocals go, how do you yell like that? How do you scream the way that how do you get that voice inflection?
He gargles hot oil every morning for about 7 minutes.
Man, just practice over like 15 years. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, this isn't even
worth of
from the
practice into
EP.
that.
We actually just scooped him up about a year or so ago. I'm not even on the EP. That was before I joined the band too.
I recorded all the guitars on the EP.
Yeah, I seen that on the bio that you guys have had a lot of different lineup changes. I want to, what has how has that happened? Why has there been these lineup changes, and how would you compare the
failure to commitment to your craft?
Hold on. At some point, we wanted to, get more technical with the music, and our original vocalist didn't want to. He still wanted to play the same old songs we've been playing for like 2 years, and we're like, no, man, we're gonna scrap those, throw them in the trash, and write some new stuff. And he just didn't want to evolve with us, and gave him the boot perspective, and got somebody else to fill the spot. And
went instrumental for a little bit.
Yeah,
did what we have to do.
Man, we went through so many guitar players. It's like, okay, you can play this stuff, but you're not playing it clean. Are you practicing, or what's going on? Never.
Are you practicing?
Yeah.
And they just couldn't play this stuff clean.
The question you should never have to ask. Those are my favorite. AKA least favorite fucking questions, the one you should never have to ask.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be a question.
So, no, absolutely fucking not.
They got the boot, and we just bullshitting one day after a show or something, and the idea of bringing Zach in came up, and we're just like, yeah, I'm down, fuck it, this dude shreds, man.
Yeah, and then he just ended up being the fucking puzzle piece that we didn't realize we needed, and man, it's been such a big contribution from everybody now. It's moving fast. It's moving at the speed that we want it to now, and so. What
speed is that? Like 60 miles per hour, faster, the speed of light? I mean, where are we at here?
We are maintaining. Okay, a candle that burns at both ends burns half as long. So we are maintaining a healthy speed of about 90, I'd say. We're getting our practices in. We are planning.
Oh, you're holding pretty good ass right now.
Say that again. Sorry, you kind of broke up there, buddy.
Sorry about that. I said you're hauling a pretty good amount of ass by now, huh?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of traction. As a matter of fact, all of us have jobs, all of us, well, at least income, and we are able to contribute to this idea, which is kill the host. So
Or
do what we
at
have to
least
do,
we have
man.
income.
Fucking do what we have to do. Yeah.
Income. How do you feel about people who listen to metal music and say that they can't understand what they're saying? Do you think they need to listen closer? Do you think that they need to open their fucking mind up, or?
It is a combination, I feel, of listen closer and just experience the music more. You know, that
People
comes
just
in
shut
time.
it out. They think maybe it's too intense for them or something like that.
Well, plus, I mean, most bands release, like, the lyrics are in the little book that comes with the CD. So, I mean, if you really had, like, intent to know what these songs are about, you can always just read the lyrics.
It's your frame of mind, man.
But, I mean, hell, I play extreme metal, but, man, there's a lot of vocals that I can't even get into because they're fucking trash. Like, I like hardcore vocals, I really don't like that much. Like, is anything mid scream? I don't know. I listen to it for the music, man. Crazy ass guitars and shit. Like,
Yeah, I
I
understand what you
that
mean.
vocals.
And I personally don't necessarily play it, but I appreciate bands like Dimmu Borgir because of the vocals, how clean they are, and yet they still have a form of distortion on them from how the vocalist projects himself. And I appreciate good singers because, hell, I took choir for 14 years, you know. I appreciate a person who has good vocals like that, so.
Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely fucking tough. You guys like Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas more?
Halloween!
Halloween, man.
Halloween for sure.
Thanks, tripping, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say,
That's a good one.
Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah. Sam Hain's birthday
Me
is
and
my
my
favorite.
wife, we celebrate pagan practices. Yule, you know, we don't get into the whole Christmas shit. Santa Claus is fake as shit. We don't do that.
So is
Santa is
God.
pagan.
So is Jesus. Do you believe that God and Jesus are also fake as shit?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I
me
believe
too.
that he was an idea created by the Vatican
I tell
or
you
maybe by
what.
the Catholic Church to control masses at the time. That's why the English language was banished for 1,000 years.
Do
Because
you
it was too
worship
free-thinking,
Satan,
man. Do
or
your
would you?
research.
Would you worship Satan?
Say what now?
Do you worship Satan, or would you worship Satan? All of you.
I don't.
Neither. I am actually agnostic deistic, which means I acknowledge that there could be a higher power up there, but I don't really care enough to know because I have too much worldly affairs that I have going on. I have too
Hail
much
Satan.
good
Nice.
that I
Mind
want
your own business, right? I like that. There you
Hail
go.
Satan.
world.
Paul.
I feel like as long as you morally to yourself do what you feel is right, you be all right. Fuck it.
Yeah, hell, it's
Fuck
just
it, man.
scare
It's
tactic
exactly
anyway.
yeah. Hell was created, man, to scare
Hail
people.
Satan.
What if? Oh man. But like I said, as long as you find your own pathway to God, man, there is like omniism. That's the belief that there is no one truth and one religion. It's the belief that all of them have a seed of the truth, man. It doesn't matter how you get to that connection as long as you do it. Whether it's paganism, omniism, whatever. You know,
All
food
those
could be your
things you
God.
said,
You know, as long as it's sustenance for yourself.
So like if you're a fat fuck, food could be your god.
We're all going to get
There you go. There
Like
you
a
go.
big
You
old
can see
fat
it.
fuck.
Pussy.
But as long as you're happy is what I'm saying. As long as your spirit is happy, that you know, that's fine.
Are you guys Falcons
it's fun.
fans? Do you guys like the Atlanta Falcons?
I'm a college football fan. I don't think these guys like
The only
football.
sports I enjoy are for fist fighting, man.
Fighting. You like fighting.
Wrestling fan.
yeah, I love fighting. Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
watch
my
it
friends
at
like
all.
fighting. They beat people up every weekend.
right on.
Yeah, we're all fucking nerds. Video games, man.
Yeah,
Video games are where it's at.
comic books, fucking
Hell yeah,
whatever.
vinyls. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Cartoons.
Cartoons. Like I like a lot of anime for sure. I actually recently acquired myself a copy of the Akira on Blu-ray. So greatest anime ever created.
Shit.
Bro, we can watch it today if you wanted to, while Mark gets here or something later. Alright.
You guys are
Yes.
recording an album right now, huh?
We sure are. We have 5 of our scratch tracks done. And the only problem with our album right now is each time we go to record the drums, we learn something new about the recording process, about how we can make it better. So we decide to just scrap what we have and just fucking, you know, keep revising it until we get to the point that we have a recorded sound that we are super happy with, and that is what we're going to roll with.
So you're the
We're
reason
doing
it's
it all
taking
in-house,
so long.
man.
Is that what you're telling me?
Say what now?
Nick, you're saying that you're the reason it's taking so long? Is that what you're telling me? It's your fault?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, put that on record.
Yeah, probably.
There's no studios around here that cater to metal. They record like indie bands, country and stuff like that. They just don't know how to engineer metal, you know? So
No,
we
nobody, I don't
like,
think anybody knows how to do anything with metal. When you bring it to, like, we were talking about earlier with these people, they're like, what the fuck is metal? They don't, you know.
Yeah,
There was like one dude around here. His name is Ray. Like, because me and him used to be in a band together prior to joining Up and Kill the Host, and we went and recorded most of our EP with that guy. He did a fucking terrific
job.
He's even the one that recorded the
2
Shell.
songs of ours. Yeah.
You know, he did a really good job, but he just had so much on his plate with his wife and kid and all that shit that he quit doing it.
What's
so
the new album
we were
going
just
to be
like,
called?
fuck it, and if he could do it, we could do it.
Yeah.
What are you guys calling the new album? What's it called?
It's going to be self-titled.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. We figured that would be appropriate for our first full-length album.
Of course, yeah, I understand. It makes it easier to find.
It's because of the whole theme of the album art. It's like a parasite, you know?
Yeah, that's our theme. Is like not necessarily xenomorphic per se, but just the idea that a parasite takes over the host and eventually kills the host.
Xenomorphs, is that what we're talking about? So, like, aliens. What's your favorite alien movie?
Yeah.
Out of the first
Oh,
original
definitely
4.
the original one.
You like
I like
the first
original
one?
Alien one, yeah. Yeah.
I like
Just
it too. I
because
like Aliens a
when it
lot,
was
the second
filmed, the
one.
combination of when it was filmed, how it was filmed, the actors and actresses that were in it, and it just all, oh man, it was so good. The second one was fucking good too. What was your favorite? 'Cause you got me into that, really.
The original Alien.
The original? Yeah.
I love them movies. I'm glad you said that.
We're all... Yeah.
Alien vs. Predator is pretty
Alien vs. Predator.
There's like a
I have
level of
game.
intelligence that's going on in this conversation that's immense right now.
Well, hell
Just
yeah, man.
This
Hell yeah.
vocabulary at the very least.
Hell yeah.
When are you
Thanks,
guys
man.
gonna have this?
Appreciate that.
When are you gonna have the new album out? Sorry, I was like burping a minute ago.
It's all good.
It's going to come out when the new Necrophagist album comes out.
No, the new fucking Tool album after 10,000 days. No,
sometime next year for sure.
Yeah, because we still have to finish recording and then the editing process. We're going to definitely keep people up to date on the Facebook for sure.
We're still writing lyrics for some of the newer songs because, I mean, we just finished writing the last song for that album in March. So, I mean, it hasn't even been fully completed that long yet.
Yeah, with the member changes.
We took 7 of the songs that they had written prior to me joining. And, 2 of the songs from the EP, they're going to be on the album, just re-recorded, the Die Shall and Ever Evil, because I wrote different guitar parts for Die Shall. And then I wrote 3 additional songs, the bands that are the last 3 songs on the album.
Yes.
We haven't like ordered them out just yet or anything, but it was kind of a hard song, so it took us a little while to get it down. You know, we didn't even start playing it live till around August.
And shit, we started learning around February, didn't we? February, April, March. Okay, yeah. That's the beauty of the writing process between us, is that we write a song or we come up with an idea and we kind of hum it out to each other until we get like a foundation with it, and then we try to play it, and then it's like play it slow, build the technique, and then all of a sudden you have a fucking shredding ass riff that's 270 BPM, you know, and it's clean.
When we play live, you know, like a lot of bands have.
That's an impressive rate of music right there.
Like the track and shit.
Thank you. And it's not that we want to necessarily play that fast. That's just how they end up. It sounds.
And there's a lot of fancy shit that's going on there, especially with the guitar and stuff, right? With like, I mean,
the Arpeggio Architect.
that's what I'm getting towards. It's not just shredding. That's real music right there. That's timing and all kinds of shit. I mean, that's insane.
Oh yeah. Especially if you look at our song Intro Divinity, that is an amazing song. That is an amazingly composed song. So,
yeah, it's really interesting how you guys combine that really heavy metal with also just like such a... I mean, it's almost like if Beethoven got fucking butt-fucked by Pantera or something. It's crazy.
yes.
There's such a classical element to it at the same time that's just, it's awesome. It's hard to find that, you know.
Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. And it took us so long, Chris and I, with all the member changes and just, hey, man, how does this sound? Hey, man, how does this sound? Well, what about this tone? Maybe a little bit more treble and less bass. Maybe more bass. Just, oh my God, 6 years of that refinement until we finally hit a fucking sound that was just like, it knocked you in the fucking chest, you know? Ugh. And I'm proud to be with these guys. I really am. I definitely play with the best musicians that the Southeast region has to offer. I don't care what anybody says.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that, honestly. What I want to know next is, like, where can people find you as far as the internet in real life? Give out your address where they could stalk you, or... but upcoming shows and shit. Where can people... Upcoming
Our
shows...
music's like everywhere that you can find music, I'm pretty sure. It's on like Apple Music and Spotify and Reverb Nation.
Google Play, YouTube. You can YouTube Kill the Host. We actually have a Kill the Host official YouTube, and there's also a YouTube channel that's mine that has a couple of our live songs. We're actually in the mid-process of updating
what's that
the actual
YouTube channel? Because I've been on Kill the Host's official YouTube. How do they find the live tracks on your YouTube? Give out the plug for it,
All right, you would just have to search in the search bar for YouTube for Nicholas Leftwich. My last name is spelled Leftwich, like sandwich but left. Just search for that. That's my live channel. Yeah. People used to call me Lefty. That's all good. My military school. On there, we're actually
Lefty, like this.
Yeah. It's a stranger, man. But no, if you go onto mine, we're actually importing them and updating the actual Kill the Host channel. That way, we have a centralized one location that everybody can go to instead of having to go to all these different places. So
yeah. Plus, if you go to our Facebook page,
it has everything.
It's got a couple of more recent videos that we took from practice, instrumental versions of 2 of the newer songs.
And the link for the Facebook is facebook.com/killthehost, and that's our official Kill the Host one. It's got our album art there and everything. Can't miss it.
Yeah, it's usually where we put up our flyers and shit, and promote for shows and stuff. And we try to do physical flyers as well.
Yeah, we get out and beat the fucking bricks, man.
You have to. I understand completely. I'm promoting a show January 5th. I put concerts together and book and promote whatever these.
Now, what's your scene like up there, man?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that. When are you guys gonna come visit us? When are you guys coming to Youngstown?
Well, where are you from again? Where up north?
Youngstown,
exactly?
Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, so that's like about 10 hours.
Holy fuck, that's far.
Yeah. Our timeline is to get this album done, get it to the mixing place, and once we have our album out and paid for it to be mixed and it's starting to be mixed, that is when we planned on investing into a touring van, because that is our ultimate goal. We need to be able to tour. And being self-funded, being independent, not having a record label and all that kind of stuff yet, doing self-publishing, doing video editing, doing fucking self-graphical editing, all that kind of stuff. We all wear like 20 fucking hats apiece. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of work that we're having to do for ourselves at the moment. And we just kind of have to like chip away at it slowly. And as we build our team, that's, so I'd say within the next year and a half,
come to Youngstown.
Be on tour.
We'd love to have you. Bring Kill the Host to Youngstown, Ohio. I'll put you guys on one of my shows.
KTH 2020.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring it to Youngstown. We would love to have you. We love metal here. We love crazy music. We love getting down, having a good time. Bring the shit here.
Yeah, man. And we love to get down and have a good time as well, man.
Everyone around here is like hardcore as fuck thing, man.
Yeah.
It's like the Southeast is really big on their hardcore. It's kind of a bummer, because, we play death metal, and it's like no matter where we play within like a fucking 100-mile radius of our own town, halfway through the set, it's just like, y'all got any breakdowns? It's like, kinda, I guess, man. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just listen, Be quiet and listen.
Alright, bros, I have...
a little more receptive of death metal than others.
Yeah. We seem to be building a nice following, so...
Good, no, yes, on Facebook it's like 2,500 likes or whatever. I mean, that's a pretty good start right there. That's good, like
and I think we've only done like 1 or 2 promotions, if that, and they were very cheap promotions. So, like, our likes, I want to say, are at least 80 to 90% genuine.
Yeah.
Like, real people going on our page saying, hey, these guys are cool. I like them. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah. And we actually take pride in the amount of likes that we have, even though it's a Facebook virtual thing. That it speaks volumes to us, and the amount of responses we get and all this kind of stuff. Like, for instance, I had a post the other day that reached like 160 likes and like 30 or 40 comments. He had a video he posted of a video game cover of a Sonic song.
Self naked or something like that.
No, I'm not in porn. I'm not that.
No, see, that's what gets those likes. You gotta post some nudes.
We might come out with KTH songs. That would be pretty cool.
Kill the Host porno.
Hell yeah, boy shorts and shit.
I was in my late teens. I do have a couple unpublished amateur pornos out there. So we'll go ahead and put that.
Ridiculous.
Anybody that's interested, man, look at my Christopher Kennedy. Yeah, brother Pornhub, man.
You never know, man.
That's sweet.
You don't know who's filming you at this point, huh?
Oh man.
Give me 1 second here, you guys. You're cutting out a little bit. I want the screen to give me back what I had, so that we could do a nice little outro here.
No problem.
Do a good little ending scene. All right, I got you back at least decent enough.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we super appreciate this interview.
Hey guys, I'm really happy to have had you. So Kill the Host, basically just say whatever's your last for the world. If you were gonna say one last thing and then no one ever saw or heard from you again, what's your last piece to the world?
Eat meat, play metal.
Put it into work, man. I mean,
Yeah. Do the hard work.
do the hard work.
What you put into it, you will get out of it, man.
Yeah.
So just maintain the energy, the positive energy, and you can fucking do anything that you set your mind to. I'm telling you. We are living proof, and you just got to do the damn thing. The hardest part of doing anything is starting. And if I could leave anybody with any piece of information, that's it. The hardest part of doing anything in life is starting. Once you get started, it's like dominoes. So, hell yeah.
Anyone else think it's funny how the vocalist wasn't vocalized at all during this interview? This is the only person we didn't hear from. Is the person you normally hear from. We didn't hear from.
I kind of commandeered the conversation, my bad.
No, that's cool. Commandeering is fine as long as we have a good conversation and everyone feels it reflects their views as a band. I don't give a shit who talks. I appreciate your guys' time. Once again, I'm Paul Goon. This is Kill the Host. The show is 13 minutes. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
All right, man.
Peace out, bro.
No name having looking ragged lame rapper. You nut hugger butt buddy fudge packer. Okay, enough of that. My real friends call me Asher.